formation. Give me a B. Give me an E. Give me a T. T. Y. I'm petty all the time. Give me a B. Give me a E. Give me a T. T. Y. I'm petty all the time.
Okay. Good evening. This is a special edition. So we are trying some stuff out on a Wednesday. What the fuck? Is it what the fuck Wednesday? So welcome to Petty Table Talk. I'm Tana.
And I'm Tay.
And Lena should be, I guess, tuning in if she wants to. Hopefully we can get her into this segment. So this is one of our special segments. Every now and again, you know, we always late, y'all, which is part of my fault too. But we're gonna get her in here. Yeah. So what the fuck Wednesday is something that we came up with besides doing Sundays. So we decided to do Wednesdays too, just to give y'all, you know, a little bit more of us to see. So tonight's episode is what?
How soon is too soon?
Damn.
That scares me. It does.
Okay, so how do you feel about just having that conversation, like even having a man or, you know, because it could be a man or a female.
Yeah.
From your perspective of being a female, how do you feel of like starting over, and then when do you feel as though the right time for that person to meet, you know, your family, to say, okay, I'm with it, I'm whatever.
I mean, some stuff is like, I don't know, like meeting my family and stuff like that. I think I throw people in there like right away. It don't matter like who it is, because my family is like, listen, if you can't hang with them in that first like little bit of time, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
My sisters are aggressive, and my brothers like they cool, but like if it get to that point, like they're not with that shit.
Yeah.
So.
See, my family's like that too. I feel like with my family, you're gonna get. Each individual is a different one. I feel like my kids, I feel like my siblings, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Every one of them is different. So like if you come into our family, know that our family we got chaos, right. We got love, we will fight, but we still love you.
Yeah, especially like when my kids too though, because if my kids don't like you, bro, we not gonna make it. We can't even
and I don't think that there should be an actual time limit when the other person meets your children, because why wouldn't you want them to, it was just a friend. You know, you're starting off as just a friend, so why wouldn't you want them to meet them and let your kids give you kind of their little perspective on that person? Like, okay, he's cool, he's not, he's okay. Like, how do y'all feel? Do y'all feel like, when is too soon? Like, when is too soon for a person to meet your kids? I mean, for me, I don't know, because like with me being on the scene of dating and all that, I mean, my kids is older, but I do have grandkids, so I'm looking at it like, I don't know. Like, should I be afraid to let my grandkids meet my friends? Should I, you know what I mean? Or should I be afraid to let my kids? But at the same token, my kids are grown.
Right.
So my decision and my choice is my decision and my choice. Right. And, you know, I feel like maybe, I don't know. I just got quiet for a second. I don't know, because my kids ain't going to be able to tell me, like, Mom, we don't like him.
Right.
Well, what if I don't like your man? Right.
That's kind of different, though. That's kind of different. Because, like, when it's us, like, we don't have to be around. We don't have to bring our boyfriends to come visit you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how I feel my mom. Like, we don't have to bring our, you know what I mean?
Right.
But when I go see my mom, like, the man she's with, I got to be comfortable with that. Like,
right.
Because then it's going to be like, I don't even want to come to your house. Like, you come to me, because I don't want to come to your house. You know what I mean?
Right. So, for me, I don't know. I mean, because if you know, with my situation, I was with my ex for years. So that's all my kids knew was him. So being able to introduce someone else is kind of scary. It's new, because then I have to get each individual's reaction, like how they're going to act, what they're going to say. But I will say this. With me being in this new relationship is different. Yeah. Because he's older. And it's like, it's not complicated. It's easy. I don't know. It just made me happy, and that's just it. So
natural.
yeah, it just flows
It just
natural.
feels right,
It feels right.
That's
like
what
it's
I'm
like
saying,
the one time,
yeah.
like all of the stuff that I've ever been through. You know, I don't talk about it as much. I feel like that should be a segment on each individual person that, you know, we should be able to talk about our relationships. We should be able to talk about some of the things that we went through, because we don't have no idea of what a person has gone through.
Right.
And a lot of stuff be kept, you know, quiet because you be like, oh, I don't know if somebody's going to talk about me. But shit, at this day and age, people going to talk about you while you here, you going, you living. It don't even matter at this point. Shit, he put up so much information. I was just like, damn, is he talking about me? And I mean, at first I was embarrassed. At first, you know what I mean? I wanted to clap back. But then I thought about it. Well, what are you embarrassed about? If none of this stuff is true,
Right.
why do you care? But it's just the principle of somebody even being a little bit in your business, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm very open with that. I mean, I'm happy. I'm okay. So y'all will be seeing him soon.
Oh.
So
Hey, yo.
Clark,
This is
that
funny.
thing, I've been hiding.
It's crazy. Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, I've been hiding for a reason and a purpose, because you know people be doing little sneaky
I
stuff
know, but it's like, it was Casper the Friendly Ghost.
for so long.
And now we about to see him. Like...
Yeah. Well, you know what? You had to be Casper, because if you wasn't Casper, then damn, it would have been like, who is this person? Why is this person? Well, what are you doing? And it's always like, oh, she's going with Mr.
Yeah.
And it's like, mind y'all business.
Right.
And I don't stop my kids. If you're in love, like one thing I'll say is, I don't stop them from being in love. You ask me my opinion, I'll give you my opinion.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it's your choice and your decision of how you handle your relationship. Because each person is their own person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And how you love is not how I love. And
Right.
how I love is not how you
Different,
love.
yeah.
So, and you know, with them being young and social media and all that stuff, girl, they be wanting that. I don't know if it's toxic. I can't even say Beyonce and Jay-Z, because that shit ain't really toxic.
Oh, no, I don't like that. That's like that.
But it
I
is.
feel
But they
like
go off
because
of a
the
lot of
media,
that.
with the media, like, it makes people feel like relationships are supposed to look a certain way, feel a certain way, and if it doesn't, then it's bad, or whatever the case may be. Like, everybody's not the same. Like, what floats for me don't float for her, and vice versa. So, like, you just gotta be mindful about that. Like, the media makes people think that some things are, like, acceptable, and it's really
It's
not.
really not.
It's
And
not.
it's to be honest, you know, at one point in time, you would have to be like, why am I dating this person? And then, like, for me, like, when I started out, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I done went online looking this man up. I was trying to pull up.
I just downloaded PA Diet on my phone.
Y'all, when I tell y'all I was on this man, I was like,
yo.
I was on his stuff. I was trying to look on there, trying to find out his criminal record,
Yes.
what he did, why he did this,
Yes.
like what was the purpose. And then I said, well, wait. How would you feel if somebody did that to you?
I mean, I wouldn't feel no type of way, but
But
it's
if
like,
you're honest,
right,
if you honest, and this person's open enough to say, this is my charges, this is what I did, this is what I'm doing.
right.
Why are you doing all that?
I mean, it's,
Because you're looking for
sure.
something. Yeah, but you're looking
when it comes to that part, I think that should be like something that should be done because I'm
Together?
I'm not. I don't know. You know,
I'm saying for you,
For
would you do
me,
it together?
I mean, I would do it by myself 1st, and if
Mhm.
it's like something that's alarming, then I will bring that to their attention.
Mhm.
But I feel like everybody should look up who they're dealing with because had I looked up my my that guy that I'm trying to get a divorce from, I wouldn't be in this situation because it was weirdo type charges like creep, like going against PFAs and like on the property you're not supposed to be on, like stalkers type stuff.
Mhm.
Had I known that, I would have never, you know. So like, I feel like that's something now. Like you have to.
I feel like to a certain extent, if you with somebody, yes. I mean, because we all say that we know that person, but do we really
Right.
know the person that we with?
Right. I mean, I
'Cause-
don't judge.
No,
but
because it
that,
could be.
though.
It depends. It depends on the situation. Because it could have been a motherfucker peeking through your window, and he could have been a peeper Tom the whole time, and you done brought
Yeah, no.
around or whatever.
Okay,
It could be
yeah.
a stalker. You don't know.
You know what? And that brings me back to like previously, when I was 18, I dated somebody that was older, and now that I'm thinking about it now, and he's in jail for like sexually assaulting a few teenagers. Like when I think about it, the other day with my daughter, I'm like, wow, like I was 18. I was only 3 years older than his oldest child. You feel what I'm saying? So like that's not, you know what I mean? You gotta think about stuff like that, especially when you got little girls in your house and stuff.
Yeah,
like
well,
that.
see, that was my thing. My biggest thing was I stayed so long, which is for me, I stayed so long because I have daughters, and I was so afraid of introducing my daughters to other grown men. For me, I felt like my daughters was built like brick shit houses, whether I call them big back Beckies or not. Them is my kids, right? Yeah. So I'm looking at them like. I don't want nobody feeling or touching on my kids or looking at my kids in a sexual manner. So for me, it was different. It was really different.
She said, "Hello out there. Let me know if you stop." My husband, his name is Duvon Smith. Stay far away. He's crazy.
But I always, but sometimes. We as people, we deal with, whether we honest or we tell the truth, dealing with that in a relationship or even a marriage can fuck your life up. Yeah. Whether you 100% about it, you'll stay with somebody because you're afraid to move forward because of something that might have happened in your past that you don't want happen to your children. So you like, well, I know this person. Do you? I know this person, so I'm going to stay with this person because I know that this person is not going to do anything harmful to my children. But you could be missing out on opportunities. Like, you could be really missing out because you are afraid to move forward.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. Instead of doing your own investigation. I'll say do your own investigation, period.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a damn. Like, when you bringing people into your house, shit, anybody. It could be a female or a male. Shit, females do sexual assaults too. Like, it's no difference.
Fact. That's big fact.
Definitely no difference, especially if you try to be in.
I heard about it. I don't know how that goes, but I know that happens.
I'll be looking like, wait, and it's no disrespect because I'll be like, how did a female sexually assault?
Yeah, I mean, it happens though.
Yeah, but because we always think like, oh, well, men are so strong, and like, how did she wrestle this big ass man and she sexually assaulted him? But it happens. Like, it definitely does happen. I mean, what's your take on that? It definitely does happen. It's not funny, though.
It's not.
But I'm like, it's just the thought of thinking, like, how do you sexually assault?
Oh, shit. She said, do you think a sexual offender be cured?
No. To be honest,
that's hard. I wouldn't even give them a chance.
For me, it's gonna be a no. I mean, I have grandkids. I have kids. To each their own each. It's gonna be no for me because I mean, if you did it once, you'll do it again. How do we know what your triggers are? Like, do you know a person's trigger to make that you know what I mean? That person to do that. And I mean, I'm glad that they do put it up where you can see, you know what I mean, the sexual offenders, but. Is it enough being done with that? No. It's not. I feel like they should be somewhere far, far away from children. But that's my opinion.
Yeah.
And it's not too much that we can do about that. Yeah, they should be taken to a Diddy party. Take that.
I thought that's what I seen, but my left eye ain't so great. So.
Well, I mean, take it to a Diddy party. I mean, hey, you want to slip and slide on some baby oil? How many of y'all bought some baby oil? Some Johnson & Johnsons? Because I didn't buy none.
No, I have some, but it's
I did too, but I didn't buy it.
When they was talking about that, I'm like, yo, I had this same bottle of baby oil, and that's the big one. I had that for almost 2 years. How in the hell was he using all the bottles like that is beyond me. But
do you really think that it was all baby oil in them? It could have been drugs. We're jumping off the subject, but it could have been drugs.
I mean, she said that he.
That's a boy. That's Shaheen.
Oh, I can't see that.
Where are your glasses?
At home.
See, she blind as a bat.
At home. It's just this eye, and I'm sitting on this side.
I don't feel bad because two blind people can make one hell of a team to see.
Hey, yo.
You're supposed to be having your phone so we can see this. You wait
I don't
straight.
pick up all of the comments. That's why I did
Okay,
that.
okay. So, I mean, how do you guys feel? Like, would you... Kizzy, that's a question. I got a question for you, Kizzy. I got a question for you, Sharon. Jawan, Shaheem. When is it soon enough to have the person that you are trying to be with around your children? When do you feel like it's okay? When do you feel like it's okay to have a person that you're talking to or dating around your children? When do you introduce your children to that person?
My girls are older, so I don't know.
Tilly, move over this way a little bit.
Say,
Tilly, that's my chair.
Tilly, I'm throwing her right in there right away. She's older. She like, I really respect her opinion now more now than before, because it was times that I went against what she said and it, like, you know what I mean, like bad. Yeah. So now, like, I take that in consideration, because if my girls don't like you, it's not even no room for us to continue doing anything, because there's always going to be that friction. Like, they stand on business when they don't like somebody, and I'm not going to be trying to split my time between my man and my kids. If I can't have y'all all together, then there's no point.
Right. Shaheem says 6 months. Cousin Jawan, excuse me, how do you feel about it? When's the time? I mean, I know your kids are grown, but how would you, when it comes to your kids, how do you... Yeah, exactly. When they're older, they can defend themselves. True. I do agree, because it's hard, because you really don't know. I mean, it's so many things that's happening right now. And so many people that's doing so many things to children, even to adults. It don't matter whether it's a woman, a man. It's things that's being done that they don't talk about. Mm-hmm. And it's like, how do you know what's going on? So
Shaheem says 6 months.
Okay. Y'all see my tree? I'm about to fight this tree. This is the tree. When you know.
You know them enough, and the kids get along with the person.
Yeah, that's true too. Kizzy, how do you feel about it? When do you feel like is a great time to, introduce your kids to the person that you're trying to be with? I'm asking questions because I don't know. You know what I mean? For me, I one step at a time. We just gonna do baby steps, and then we'll figure it out as we doing these baby steps. He said, "Don't get pee on the tree."
Hey, yo.
That would have been you this week, Shaheem.
Okay, she said, it's time consuming, Darren. It's not right time. You just know, because I don't trust no one.
And that's true. I mean, when you have girls, it's hard.
It is very.
It's hard. I think it's harder with girls because you don't, in your mind, you don't want to believe that stuff like that happened to a boy. But it happens to boys too. Yeah. It's no different, because I mean, shit, they be doing stuff to boys too. Hey, Reese. Yeah, you do. And that you do have to do that. And that starts at a young, that starts at a young age. Like with me, I'm 100% honest. Like when I talk to Leonie, which is I call her Tug, like we go straight in. I don't sugarcoat anything. Like, hey, what is this? What's that? What is this? Because I can't have you say, oh, well, this is my cookie. Because when they talk to you or they interview you, they're gonna ask you, do you really know? Like, what is it called? What you call it, cookie? But you could be talking about a cookie. How do I know that this is being real? So yeah, I do get that, and I understand that. I definitely believe in that.
Okay, Shaheem said, do a background check and take your time to get to know them.
Mm-hmm. You do. You have to. Because you really don't know what people's intentions are and what they're trying to do. Right. So after you do these things, right? What's that?
What you doing home on a Wednesday?
I'm actually, after this, I'm going to jump straight on the highway and go to work. Straight to work. It's Fuck It Up Wednesday. Definitely. I don't know why y'all, if y'all would see how the seating is, boy, oh boy, I tell you. And the chair just moving around.
Yeah.
I've been really, really busy though. I've been trying to get stuff done, trying to be helpful with everybody. It's time consuming. And then you got Christmas coming up, but I love Christmas. I can't wait because I'm gonna be petty this Christmas.
Wait.
No, I'm gonna pass out condoms and playing beans.
I don't even want to. I'll participate in that.
Gift bag soon as you get to the door.
I'll participate in that, but.
Soon as you get to the door, guys, I'm passing out condoms and Plan Bs. Just come on and get you one. But I actually do love kids. The thing is that it's like it's never not one, like every year for the past like 2 years it's been a baby being born. Like, can I get a second? Please?
Yeah,
that's a lot.
That's a lot. I mean, I'm in there once for the little time being. I got to deal with this coming up. I don't know how to feel about it though. I don't know how to feel about it. Oh my god.
Well, I don't know. I mean, as far as like, all over.
Yeah, because I don't have small kids now, so I can't. It's not really like hard for me to want to like get them introduced to my
right,
kids.
Kim. You can't. Like, you just got to do everything, and it's like I'm gonna do it while you sitting here, so we can just get it on in and just talk about these questions. Like, why was you? What happened this? What happened with docket 2 through 3, 4, 5, 7? What happened? Because you want to know.
Yo, he said this episode is brought to you by a can of whoop ass and government cheese. Hey yo. Hey yo.
You know what, Shaheen? I would purposely bring your ass on camera because you be talking heavy.
Girl, get off the podcast.
What she say?
She said, hurry up so my man can come home and cater to me. Girl, he ain't ready to come home. Get off the podcast. Let's talk about the topic. How soon is too soon?
Tilly.
Yeah, let me hear that from the younger generation.
Since you about the youngest person on here, how soon is too soon? Tilly. Oh, your pregnancy pictures were I hope the photo didn't stink.
Hey yo. Hey yo. And she's so like demanding.
She's dramatic.
It's very
much. If dramatic was a person, it would be Tilly.
It would.
Like, she just walked like a straight Ethiopian. I love her though. Am I saying that out loud?
She said, can say even when you think your kids could defend themselves, fear is brought onto them. That's true. Mm-hmm, that's true.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It is.
Hey, yo. She said it's never too soon. We in there like swimwear. See? See, that's what I'm talking about.
Some stuff you just...
But no, the first comment, yes, that's true. That's very true because, yeah. That's very true. I don't wanna. I was about to elaborate, but then I don't think so. But yes, that's true.
Eventually, we're gonna get her to talk about it, y'all. You know how we do. We bringing it out. So, Tilly, your answer. See, that answer is a young person answer. Right. That right there is like a straight young person's answer. Right. Some parents don't even believe what their children tell them, and that's crazy because you know what?
That's what
you should.
I went through that.
Yo, you should because you're like if you don't, look at some of the outcomes that has happened and taken place by not believing what that child has said. Right. You know, and I think that's like the biggest fear for me is to be with somebody and my kid be like, well, this person did this or that person did that. My reaction is I'm going to want to kill you. Like, I'm sorry. That's how I feel. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail pretty because I protect mine by all costs. And I mean, I know people going to be like, oh, well, you're going to be away from your kids. Yeah, but at that same time, I am their protector. I am their mother. I am the mama bear. So with that, I'm going to protect my children because that's how I was brought up to protect my children. Right. By all costs. I don't give a damn if I hurt you. You hurt them. Why would I care? You should have thought about what you doing before you did it.
Yeah,
Now you got to pay the bill.
For me, it's just like I've been through that, so I made sure that I was extra careful when it came to my girls, and it actually was a situation that happened, and I don't know where bro at. But
how did that make you feel, though?
It made me feel shitty because, like, for one, it was the person that I trusted, you know, and I left. I had to go deal with something in my mental health or whatever, and it happened while I was in the hospital. And before my family could tell me, he tried to come to my visit at the place and tell me his version of the story. But once I got the real version of the story, it like really pissed me off. And
you was ready to go. You was on go.
On go.
Yeah.
and it's crazy because I had around that time, like the friends that I had, they were on go for me, and they made sure that I didn't have to do anything because it's like. That's crazy. It's crazy. You never know who people are sometimes.
What, where, and why. Like, you never know nobody's intention.
And like, sometimes also drugs play into the situations, too, because sometimes what people do when they're under the influence is, you know what I mean, something they'll probably be like, oh, I would never do that if I wasn't da-da-da.
Then I'm going to look at you, then I'm going to look at you a different type of way because... How do I know? Like, yeah, this drug did that, but this drug might have altered your brain. But who's to say that?
Oh, my gosh. Shaheem said some of these women choose a petty... Oh, wow. A petty over their kid. Like, yes, that's horrible. And then Joanne said these younger generations is all about the bag instead of their children. Some of them are. Some of them really should think about having kids before they experience their life, because that's a huge thing. Like, once you have kids, it's a different ballgame. It's not about just you anymore. Like, your life is surrounded by that child and what that child needs. That's definitely true. Yeah. That's definitely true. And I had my kids young, so I definitely do know that type of feeling. I know a lot of us had our kids young, and I'm not saying that I missed out on a lot, but being a parent was probably my best experience ever in life because I knew that they really loved me. You know what I mean? If nobody else in the world loved me, yes. I definitely missed out on a lot.
Yeah.
Because I had my daughter in 8th grade. I had her 8th grade. All the fun of like going to the Boys and Girl Club parties or like going to the Star Skating Ring and all that stuff. Like, I never really got to enjoy any of that because I was a full-time mom. Like, her dad wasn't in the picture and I wasn't getting help from my mom at the time. So, but just like, you know what I mean? But I always felt like it was like I would never change any of that because the love that I got from her, it like pushed me to continue doing things that, you know what I mean, I did, because they told me like, oh, you had your baby at 15, you're not going to graduate from high school, and sure enough, like, I pushed to do all of that because I know that I got this little girl that's
that motivation. That's a different type of, because I went back to school with all 4 of my kids. I mean, like, when I go back and I look at some of my posts, I be like, yo, I look real slow. But when I be typing, it's like I'm already said what I needed to say. So I have to, like, go back and reiterate what I like. Oh, shit. What the fuck? You look like you slow. Yeah. So, I be trying.
Okay. Ken said being under the influence of any drug or alcohol is an excuse.
It is. But that person, I feel like
they believe that's like the
but I feel like that just brings that person out even really more. Like, alcohol, to me, I feel like a person is shown who they are with that alcohol. Like, this is who you really are, and you're trying to disguise who that person is. And they do, Kim. Hurt people do hurt other people.
She said it was a good subject to talk about.
Yeah, so, guys, let us know what else you guys want to talk about. You know what I mean? What the fuck Wednesdays was. A great success. I'm getting ready to head out to work. Yeah. Give us some subjects that y'all want to talk about. I do really want to touch on what you talked about a few minutes ago, which I'm about to put you under the gun. What? When you expressed your situation and what you went through as a teen mom, I do feel like that is something that we should talk about, which gets swept under the rug with a lot of us. Course. And like, let these young girls know that there is still hope and there's still things that you can do, even though you're a teen mom. It does not stop. It doesn't stop you from doing what you need to do in your life to succeed, and that's a lot of problems with us, not just black people, but just people in general. Like, oh, I had a baby so young, I can't. You can. You can. I walked across stage with all 4 of my kids.
Right.
Like, with all 4 of them. I didn't have nowhere to go. I didn't have nothing. I still walked across stage and got my high school diploma.
Yeah.
I had so many obstacles in the way. I was trying to go to college. I wasn't able to go to college because that was on me. I was like, damn it, I didn't went to school. I wasn't, it wasn't for everybody, okay? But in my life, I felt like, damn, Tana, you should have did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you went to school and you was pregnant, you dropped out, you went back again, like, you never stopped going. With all 4 of my kids, and at the time, like I said, I was homeless. I still got my high school diploma.
Mm-hmm.
Half my family didn't even show up. But the ones that did show up, like my dad's mom and all that stuff, like, she's gone now.
Yeah.
Like, and it was like, that was some meaningful shit to me. Like, damn, like, you were here. Like, the times that I needed somebody there, they were there. Mm-hmm. And I do thank my family for that because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm like, when I have those conversations with my children, I'm like, yo, listen, you can do this. I'll motivate anybody. I don't care what your situation is, at least get your high school diploma. If you do nothing else, get your high school diploma.
To my daughter.
Yes, get your high school diploma. If you don't go to school after that, it don't matter.
Just get that.
Just get your high school diploma. Because that, at any point in time when you get older, because right now, this is, you know, like, even, I don't know about McDonald's, but I'm not knocking McDonald's, because if I had to work McDonald's at that time, I would have done it. Yes, we did, Cam. We didn't care. We were young. But that's the thing, and that's what people have to... I would never knock a young person. What I will say is get your shit. Get your shit if you need help. Mm-hmm. It's always help out here. But you have to want to do it.
Shaheed said, let's talk about why there is so many black men disrespecting black women.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is very good.
That is a very good one. Shaheem, put that in your notes. Shaheem, that is something that we can talk about. But why is there so many black women that disrespect so many black men?
That's true.
Because that should go together. And that's something that we definitely need to touch on. And Shaheem, since you want to bring it up, why don't you bring your booty on here?
We can talk about it.
We can definitely talk about it with you. Bring your butt on in here. Y'all probably can't see me because the chair is the way the chair is angled. But I do feel like that is a big thing for us.
Honey, and I did. Yes, you did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, congratulations. Yes. Even though you're a little crazy. Still love you, though.
So I sat out there in that sun on that football field all that time. I was like, girl, just shut up. Just get going.
Listen, this is the one. Last year, was it last year? Yeah, I think it was last year. When my daughter graduated, because I had 2 of them. I had 2 proms, 2 baby showers. It was horrible. My transmission was going out. I don't know how in the Jesus. Like, I really, really thank my cousin Kevin, because if it wasn't for my cousin Kevin, baby, it would have been like, listen, y'all. And I mean, one was simple. Like, my Wat was simple. That goddamn 99, it was like Bridezilla. Like, if you ain't never had a Bridezilla, or you never been with some, like, it was everything. It was just, and then she was pregnant, so it was emotional. Then it was like, we were looking, and I was like, well, I already ordered the dress, and you told me that you're 6 months pregnant. Like, I want to fight. But I'll say it was an experience for me, and I would never trade that for the world.
He said, when I am Rick James. Rick James, bitch.
But those are things we definitely are going to touch on.
Yes, I'm definitely going to put that in my notes.
I thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes.
And we'll see y'all for real next Wednesday at 6:30 for real, y'all, because this was something that I feel like we should do just to, check in on y'all. I love y'all. Like and share, please. And we'll see you then. Where's the music?
Hold me in.
I don't know. Lena's sick, y'all. Can y'all send out a prayer for Lena? I'm sorry, y'all. Lena's sick. Can y'all send out something for her, please? Yeah, she is, Kim. They definitely, like, even today, like, I have her bugaboo on my phone when she called. All of them, though. Like, if y'all see my oldest one on Facebook, she be like, I'm not buying a coat because my mom buys me a coat every year for Christmas. This year, I'm buying you a box of condoms and some Plan Bs. fuck, I'm buying you this year. So if y'all see if y'all see them little gift bags, y'all do know that there will be condoms and Plan Bs in those gift bags, because mama can't do no more kids.
Not at all.
At the beginning of next year, y'all, I will have 8 grandkids. I can't afford no more. But I love you guys. Please be safe. Hug on your loved ones while they're here, because there's so much going on.
Right.
I want to send a shout out, to our city. Like, please give out prayers, because it's just too much. It's too much killing. It's too much death. And I don't wish that on nobody. Nobody needs to be dealing with that right now. So with that being said, we'll see y'all on Sunday.
Yes,
Peace out. I'm Tana.
I'm Tay Tay.
Thank you for tuning in to Petty Table Talk. Peace.
Now let's get information.